All right, guys, we got Fabian in the chair, and today's gonna be an amazing one because we're gonna pop this out with some contrast. He actually has beautiful texture and beautiful hair, to be honest. If we look at it right now, it doesn't really need much, except for the biggest change we're gonna have is I really wanna utilize the fact that he has dark hair. So we're gonna apply a little bit of contrast from the sides, and we're gonna open up the face slightly more by actually increasing the length from the bottom. So we're gonna have it slightly higher, and we're gonna frame it a little bit better with the fact that we're gonna go with something more square rather than round. Okay, further than that, I still believe the back is quite heavy, so we're going to reduce a lot of the length through the back, maintain some of the bottom, and really focus on that graduation. That graduation into the layers is what's going to allow us to have symmetry, which is what's going to make the haircut look absolutely beautiful, and that'll be my focal point of this haircut. You're going to see this beautiful contrast coming from the sides, leading up to something symmetrical from the front into something visually connected all the way through the back. So I'm extremely excited to show you guys all these different techniques on how we apply it to Fabian. So let's get right into it. So guys, we're gonna start with taking a section from the ridge of the nose all the way from the back. As we all know, we're gonna separate this beautiful left and right panel. Whoa, hold up, pause right there. I know you're into this tutorial and you've probably been taking notes, studying the sectioning, watching the fade placement, but let me ask you something. If you've already watched these tutorials and you've been watching my content and trying to level up, why not just go all in? I've built something for barbers just like you. It's called the Essentials Program. It's a private community packed with weekly coaching calls, advanced tutorials, support from elite barbers, and constant accountability. And get this, it's $80 a month. That's one haircut, two at most. You probably spent more last week on Uber Eats anyways. This is for barbers who are done with staying stuck, who want to improve their fades, their sectioning, their scissor work, their styling, and even how to post content to book clients. And I'm gonna keep it real. If it doesn't blow your mind, you tell me. I'll send you that $80 back. No catch. But if you're serious about becoming the go-to name in your city, then you belong in there. Click the link in the description, join the Essentials Program, and I'll see you on the inside. Now, let's get back to the cut. Okay. No, separating it down the middle just like this. So now we're going to take a section from the crown all the way to the radial, just like this. We're going to separate it. Again, we're just going to have it in different zones from the crown to the front. And we're going to take our beautiful graduation from the parietal, okay, which is the next step. So we're going to come from here, guys, and we're going to go and take it just like this. Okay, we're going to focus on that roundness of the head. That's going to come from my graduation. I'm going to separate the zone. Okay, just like this, beautifully. Okay, and we're gonna clip this away. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna take another section from here all the way to the radial. And there we go. So the back is done. We're gonna bring everything forward. Okay, with meticulous detail, look, every single small decision. If the roots aren't clean, I go back into it, guys. Why? Because that cleanliness, that organization from the start is what's gonna allow us to execute this beautifully. And at the end of the day, why people tend to not enjoy the process is because they rush into it. Okay, so we're gonna take a section down the parietal. Look how clean, boom. Okay, notice, look how beautiful that is. We're gonna take the clip, okay, and we're going to section this just like that. Then we're going to come from the front and we're going to focus on separating that frontal lobe. Boom, bring everything forward. Now taking this top part and separating it. And we're going to clip this part away as well. I'm going to separate everything from the bottom because I do like all this length. I'm going to take our profile And what I'm aware of, guys, is that I know that the shape has to be round horizontally to lead with something that's graduated, because right underneath it, that needs to be a taper. So I'm very much aware of what those lengths need to look like, okay? But again, right now, look at this. When I pick this up, this is the biggest issue. Look at all that length from here. Does not need to be here. Okay, so we're gonna come from here, we're gonna lift, and we're gonna start taking this slightly down. Okay, all the way to the bottom. Okay, and what's gonna end up happening, because I wanna retain all that weight through the bottom, look at this. I pinch, I grab, come from under, pull out, and refine. And that's gonna allow me to keep the mullety shape, which I truly love and I wanna maintain. There we go. Now, a lot more elevation needs to happen for this haircut for Fabian, and the reason why is because I want to retain a lot of that weight through the bottom. If I don't do this, then we're going to lose a lot of this mullet, and I don't want to do this because I truly like it, okay? This is what's going to bring out that texture, that flare from the profile when we look at it from the front. Second section, I come in. Okay, now that first section, guys, will have to come into my second section, okay, because I'm going to pull up. And I'm gonna look at the guide, and again, I'm gonna make that incision. And I'm gonna work my way all the way to the sides, because this is what's gonna allow me to control everything all the way to the bottom. Okay, bring everything down again. Take another section, separate it, and I'm gonna work this way all the way through. Okay, so now the internal shape is short, the external is long, and what do we see? What do we see? We have beautiful texture, and we've just kept all that length through the bottom, which again, I might go back and refine, but I don't know this yet because I want to pull this up and see how much I have to refine. Okay, I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, but again, I don't necessarily need to because I do like where this is sitting already. Just gonna clean it up slightly. This is what's gonna allow me to keep it slightly more symmetrical. But if you notice, this is already sitting quite nice, okay? We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Pull it up visually. How does this sit? Okay, a little bit refining, and we'll keep these lengths. Perfect. All right, guys, time to do the graduation now before we move on to the crown. As mentioned, I really like the lengths now through the internal shape. It's time now to make sure that we have something that's gonna be balanced through this taper, okay? So the first step is making sure we have something that's diagonal. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna come in and I'm actually gonna take it quite short. Reason for this is because of the fact that I want something that's tapered. So I gotta make sure that that clipper is blending really nicely and precisely, seamlessly into the scissor work. Okay, just like this. Section 2, okay, boom. Look at that. We're gonna elevate, reduce the weight in here. Again, see where that guide is, and we're gonna make an incision. Okay, bring it down. How does this sit? How does this look? Beautiful. You have that beautiful movement. And again, we could refine this, but this is looking amazing already. There we go, beautiful. Now we could visually look at this and refine, but that's mostly gonna be done for my clipper work. I just wanna make sure we have a bit more movement. All right, guys, so now framing the face. Like I said, this is one of the most important parts of the haircut. I'm gonna bring it all down. Something that's quite interesting and important for us to be aware of, Fabian's hair actually is very reactive. His front tends to actually wanna jump, meaning that we need to keep more weight because it's so reactive. So we're gonna bring the head up, and now I have to make a decision. Look at this. Look how reactive that is. I have to be very careful. So I'm gonna separate this piece, and I'm gonna make a decision from where this needs to sit, but I know if I take it shorter with texture, it's really gonna stand out. So I'm gonna make it sit naturally, and I'm gonna look at the skin, and boom, that'll be my initial line. Okay, I'm gonna take the next section, and we're gonna go all the way through. We're gonna cut it square, okay? All the way to the side. Okay guys, same process. Boom, bring it all down. And we have a guideline now. We're just gonna enhance that texture. Cool. So the fringe is done. I still want to refine a little bit more because I find it to be heavy, but this is where we're going to come in, take it slightly higher, and just refine by using layers. This is what's going to allow it again to sit tighter to the skin, which is what I want, rather than it sitting kind of like a helmet. Okay, this process is very much visual. So you see my fingers now are taken slightly higher. We're just going to pick it all up from the back, just like that. And we're just gonna point cut this in. Okay, we're gonna lift all of this, and that is all we're gonna do. Okay, we don't need to refine some of this because we've already done that through our line technique. We're gonna bring this down, separate, pick another section, and do the same thing. Okay guys, so now most of the refining is done. We get into my favorite part of the haircut, which is refining. Okay, we're gonna just texturize this hair and really enhance as much texture as we can. Okay, so what I'm gonna use actually at this point, because I like the external length, is what I'm gonna use is a little bit of that texturizing scissor to just enhance as much texture as I can. So we're gonna come from here and we're just gonna refine where I feel like there's a lot of weight. All right guys, so this is my final look on Santiago. Obviously, as you guys could tell, you have this beautiful texture from the top leading up to the back, using layers from the back. So we reduced the weight, we've kept the external, we had a little bit of that texture, the fringe is nice and symmetrical into the taper with the contrast, and you just have symmetry mixed with graduation and layers and some disconnection. And this is an overall really good haircut because it's suitable, it's gonna be easy for him to manage, and it fucking looks amazing. So I'll catch you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye, everybody.